Hello everybody, my name is Nathan, and on this episode of Red Mountain Radio, we got two wrestlers from the wrestling team. Go ahead, please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Brody Tillman.
I'm Isaac Anaya.
Awesome. So how long have you guys been doing wrestling?
This is my second year on the mat.
This will be the third year on the mat.
Do you guys have any role models that helped you get into wrestling in the first place?
I could definitely mention like the coaching staff. Coach Jackson and Coach Ramsey definitely helped out with that.
My brother played a big part in me wanting to wrestle, and probably Tate. He left us.
Tate? Who was who's Tate?
Tate Lukatij was a senior last year, and he wrestled with us. He's probably the reason I'm doing this year. Watching him wrestle like kind of inspired me to want to make varsity and do what I can, try to get better.
Yeah, it was definitely fun to wrestle on the team with him last year.
So you just mentioned two coaches on the coaching staff. Do you have a favorite or?
I wouldn't say I have a favorite. They're definitely different. Coach Jackson's our head varsity coach, and then Coach Ramsey's more of like our technique coach, but they definitely go together. They're a good combo.
So what would the difference between a head coach and a technique coach be?
So what you could say is like Coach Ramsey, our technique coach, he's the one showing us the moves in practice, drilling, and Coach Jackson's more of the behind the scenes, setting everything up for us.
Yeah, Coach Ramsey's honestly he's a really good technique coach. He wrestled back in 2001 for here, and he knows his stuff. He got a lot of new kids, pretty good so far.
So me personally, in my opinion, I think wrestling is the most physically demanding sport. Would you say that is true to a certain extent?
I would definitely say that's true, just because there's not really any breaks. Like a lot of the other popular sports, you get a break, but wrestling, it may be shorter, but you're going all out for 6 minutes, so it's definitely physically demanding.
No, shorter as in like the match times are shorter. It's not like a full-length game, like 40 minutes.
Yeah. It's a 6-minute match, could possibly go into overtime, so people see that and they may think it's not that hard, but it's a lot of energy you got to use.
Yeah, you're constantly moving for, like you said, 6 minutes. It's just constant movement, and no one else is really helping you. It's just you versus the guy you're going against.
Yeah.
Like all-out battle.
Like it's a team sport, but it's more of like an individual aspect kind of thing. So what weight classes are you guys in? Or have they put you guys in any weight classes yet?
I'm currently going down to the 120-pound weight class.
I'm in the 138-pound weight class right now.
So what teams are you looking forward to wrestling against?
I'm looking forward to senior night, Skyline, and then I'm also looking forward to the Campo Verde match.
Campo Verde?
Yeah, they're one of the top schools.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they're pretty good. I'm also looking forward to the Campo Verde match. Know a couple people over there, and I really want to wrestle them.
So are you guys excited about wrestling against Mountain View?
Yeah, I mean, they're a good school. It's good competition. So, yeah, I look forward to
It's that other school across the way, so
yeah.
It's the rivalry. Also, Highland, too. They have a wrestling program? I feel like they do.
Yeah, they're not on the schedule, but...
Now, Isaac, you are on the football team.
Yes, I was.
You was on the JV team. What is it like going from one sport to another?
It's like a little weird and like a little tiring because you like have no break. You go from like one sport from the beginning of the school year, and then like right after when everyone else is like getting a little break if they do like track or anything, you're kind of jumping right into another sport that's also really physically demanding.
During the preseason, what were you guys doing? Were you guys active?
Yeah, we had practices. It wasn't as much as we're doing right now, but we were still getting active on the mat. Yeah, and we took a trip out to Colorado, too, for some competition.
Was it like a tournament, or was it just kind of like a get-to-know-your teammates kind of ordeal?
I mean, you could say both. We got a lot of matches. I think I had around 20, and then we also did some other...
20?
Yeah. You ever get sore? You have to get sore from it, obviously.
Oh,
yeah.
100%, yeah.
last day, everyone was hurting. It was very tiring. Our schedule for, like, the whole Colorado camp, it was, like... Wake up at like 6 a.m., go get breakfast, and after that you go down to the gymnasium, wrestle 3 to 4 matches, then get lunch, wrestle 3 to 4 matches, get dinner, then you downtime, and then 3 to 4 matches, and then you just go to bed and rinse repeat the next day.
What do you think is the toughest part about being in wrestling?
I'd say the mental part. So I feel like once you get past that, then it's really not that hard. It's just overcoming all the hard parts, the conditioning, and just like the constant wrestling, it's like kind of is your whole life, but after you get past that, it's really enjoyable.
What do you mean by it becomes your entire life?
Well, I mean, you're practicing in the morning, you're practicing after school for 2 hours, and then in the weekends, especially once we start getting matches, it's all day. Some of the tournaments are all day Friday, all day Saturday, so it takes up a lot of your time.
Yeah, last year I was on JV, and in like mid-season, we wouldn't have Saturday practices, or the varsity would, but the JV, we would get down to the school at like 6:30, hop on a bus and go to a tournament all day. So like I said, it's pretty like exhausting when you you have your school week, and then on your weekend you have technically just one day off because Saturday you're spending the whole day at another school just in the bleachers waiting for your match to come up. You're there for like at least 8 hours.
If you were to highlight a couple key players or key wrestlers, on the wrestling team, who would it be?
I'd definitely highlight Danny Valdivia. He's probably going to be our captain this year. He's a senior. He's definitely one of the most involved people in the program.
Probably Spider, Steven Gerlach. We all call him Spider. Really good wrestler. He's a good leg rider as well. So
yeah, he had our highest record in the preseason big tournament out in Vegas.
Why did he get the nickname Spider?
He has a jiu-jitsu background.
Oh.
And watching him, it looks like a spider the way he wraps his body around his opponent.
Yeah, it's like he's just crawling like around them to get his hooks in, and it's kind of as soon as he gets his legs in, you're kind of done.
Whoa.
After there's almost no getting out.
If you guys weren't doing wrestling right now, what would you guys be doing?
If I wasn't doing wrestling, I probably wouldn't do a sport and just focus on school. Just because I mean wrestling is that's my only sport that I'm doing right now.
Same here. I'd probably only do if wrestling wasn't here. I'd probably just go get a job or something or focus on school.
Would you still be doing football
next year? No. I want to focus on wrestling. I want to get better at wrestling. Hopefully I can do the preseason, work on what I need to work on, and get better for junior year.
Would you recommend wrestling to anybody new?
Yeah, I think wrestling's a great way to get you physically and mentally tougher overall. I just started last year, so I'm familiar with the process of getting better.
I would definitely recommend it for if you're looking to get, like you said, get healthier and get mentally tough. It is a sport. It is not for the weak-minded. Sure, if you can last through the conditioning, but you also got to last through the constant movement, just kind of getting you versus another guy just fighting the whole time.
So can you list one conditioning exercise that wrestling has done?
We do everything from sprinting to bear crawls, different types of jumping exercises where you're jumping over people, pretty much everything you can name.
One bigger conditioning thing we do 3 times a year, the Brown Mountain Run. As a team, we'll show up at Brown Mountain at 8 a.m. and you go up and down 10 times, and we take a picture as a team, and then you go on with your day. Then when you first do the mountain run for the first time, you feel it the next morning.
Yeah, we just did it last week for Veterans Day.
So Brody, Isaac, thank you for stopping in. Actually, no, Isaac, you're staying here because you have to do weather. That's all for this episode of Red Mountain Radio. I'm Nathan. I'll see you in the next episode. Have a great day, Red Mountain. God bless.